I cut my wife off from our finances because she wouldn't stop ordering takeout. 9 days ago, I made a post about how my unemployed wife had spent $1,176 on delivery apps. In just a month. This is egregiously outside of what we can afford to spend on takeout. And since she didn't seem willing to stop, I cancelled our credit card and moved the money from our joint account into my own. For the following few days, my wife kept talking about how I was financially abusing her. She threw several tantrums despite apparently being severely malnourished, threatened divorce, threw a bunch of the food we had in the fridge away to try and strong-arm me into letting her get takeout, and even tried to guess my bank account password a bunch of times. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123. That last one was how I learned. If you try to guess someone's bank account password enough times, the bank will send them an automated email. But last Friday the complaints and threats stopped. She seemed mostly back to normal. I figured she had given up. That was until today, which was garbage day. When I took the last bag out before taking the bin down to the curb, I discovered half a dozen fast food bags and other takeout containers in it. My wife wasn't supposed to have access to money. I had no idea how she was affording the food. I confronted her about it, and first, she denied everything. I had to bring all of her fast food garbage in to get her to fess up. She had taken out a loan. Now I thought that she had borrowed money from a friend or family member. But she had taken out one of those predatory payday loans. Before you ask, no. I have no idea how she was approved. Within the next hour I froze my credit. I then drove her to the payday loan place, where I paid the loan off in cash. I will now have to dip further into my savings to pay the rent, I suppose, in a certain way. Cutting her off was successful. She didn't order takeout anymore. She just drove to the restaurants to pick up her food. For the low price of $20 for every $100 she borrowed. Or $60 in fees in total. In addition, I told her that we would be getting divorced. So yet my marriage is over. I don't even know what alimony laws in my state are like, but I assume she'll happily live in a cardboard box under a bridge if Uber Eats will bring her food there. My wife recently turned 50. For what it's worth, she is very beautiful, youthful, and can easily pass for late 30s. Warm and friendly and super attractive. She loves to travel to Florida, and her best friend has a condo there, and they go down a few times a year. She let me know weeks ago that 4 of her friends had surprised her with a birthday cruise to the Caribbean. She went on the cruise and was texting me and keeping in touch, keeping me updated on her travel, and then on her activities on the cruise, sending pics and videos, etc. But something seemed off. It was always pics of things and never people. I inquired if everyone was having a good time, and she said yes. She said that one of them couldn't make it, and it was the 4 of them. She mentioned something about the 2 girls that she was not rooming with didn't get the dining package, so they weren't seeing them as much. Again, something seemed off. When she got home, she talked all about her trip, and anytime I brought them up, she kinda moved past it. So the next day, I asked which of her friends went on the trip again, and then she got snippy about it. So I confronted her. I knew she had at least gone with her bestie, because I saw her in a video. I told her I didn't think she went with her friends, and she blew up on me and got super defensive. I pointed out that there were never any pictures of them sent, posted on FB, and if they'd been there, she'd have a pic in her phone. She doubled down. I said, then show me a recent text message from either of them. Long story short, I went off with similar, obvious points that should not refute until she admitted she'd gone with her bestie, only went through her phone. And then pics were only of them. Her only given reason was either they all were gonna go but cancelled, and she don't tell me because she thought I'd be a jerk about it. Needless to say, I'm not happy at all about this. Still an open wound.